Alright, welcome back to more JC Gaming. Today I want to talk about mostly events. Then I have some cores. I have 10 cores I've been holding on to reluctantly because you need to pull stuff for the event. So I've been holding on to for maybe some stream luck. Maybe I'll get something good. We'll see. But yeah, so talk about the event first, and then we're going to talk about do some core openings, and I'm going to do some arena, and then just kind of go from there, have some fun. Play some Alliance and see what happens. See what I got from this. 5 energy, 1 key. Yeah, totally worth it. The 3.5 hour, 4 hour without any VIP. Hey, I got some new ones there. This is what I do with my 1-star guys. Alright, so events. Right now we got the nature event going on. First, let me talk about the Pirates vs. Ninja, the new hero event. I think it's a really good event, the way they have it. Because, you know, it doesn't require keys, it doesn't require energy. All it requires is a free ship. And you get free heroes for it. Free 3 stars. You're almost guaranteed a 4-star, a little bit of RNG there. And you have a chance at 5-star. And the best part about it is they're all the new heroes that they released. So far, this is the only game I've played that's like this, that does it, where they actually give you a really good shot at, they give you a 100% chance of experiencing, but a good shot at pulling their newest released heroes. Back when I used to play Summoners Wars, you know, when they were released heroes, you'd have to sit there and just pull normal scrolls, what they would call them, or cores, to try to get one of the new heroes. So this is a much better way of introducing the player base to these new heroes, and it's fairly generous. I know a lot of people wish that they would pull the Nat 5 off of it, but honestly, compared to other games that are in the same genre, this event is like I said, really generous. And I would say a pretty good event. But now let's segue. See, start off with some praise. Now let's go into the critique, pros and cons, right? So let's talk about the nature event. Okay, the nature event, as we all know that play this game, those of you who might not be that familiar with this game, you have to do certain content to get a chance at certain drops. So actually I should be using my ship over here. Pause. See, I can run. this is, I'm going to circle back to this. This is the problem. I can run Titan Guard 5 with a very slim chance of failing, but because of this event, I refuse to do it. I want a 0% chance to fail, so I'm always going to run one lower than what I can actually run, which is bad design, in my opinion. So instead of challenging myself, it punishes me to challenge myself in gameplay. It's very, very odd results of an event. But yeah, so the nature event. When you run any nature content, which is either the nature dungeon or the two equipment dungeons that are green element based, nature element based, or if you run those have a chance to drop these blue leaves, magic leaves. And then if you run any zone in the Veld or the World Tree, it has a chance to drop the spring leaves, right? And you have to get a ton of them. Something like 350 of each. And then you have to pull nature heroes, and then you have to evolve a nature hero to 6-star to complete this event. And there's an additional sort of new game plus, new event plus after this as well, for those who rush through it and want some new stuff. So that's what this event is. Let me go off and talk about a different game, okay? It's no hidden secret that this game is supposed to be an improvement over Summoners Wars, right? And in the core gameplay, like the way the dynamics of strategy plays out, they got some cool abilities, some cool status effects, buffs, debuffs that don't exist in Summoners Wars. They got some better equipment, I would argue, than what you find in Summoners Wars, and they have this whole concept of the airships, which doesn't exist at all in Summoners Wars. So I would argue they have Summoners Wars beat there in the core gameplay. But when you go back, there's an event that ran for a long time that's still probably going on in Summoners Wars. I haven't played about 8 months now, so I can't say if it's still going on. But it was called the Power Stone event, right? And it was the most hated, despised event that Come To Us, which is the company that makes Summoners Wars, came out with, right? From the beginning, everyone hated this event. And what the event was, is it was just like this, where you would run any content in the game that required energy. Well, it's just almost any content. If you ran any scenario, so any content like over here, or if you ran any dungeon, it had a chance to drop a power-up stone. It could drop anywhere from 1 to 3, and at certain intervals you would get rewarded. So for like collecting 10 of them, you'd get a reward for, I think it was 10, 15, 25, 50, 100, 150, 200. I think were like the intervals that you got rewards for how many you got. And then on top of that, you could use the power stones to increase your chance of upgrading gear. That was another problem that, didn't really go over so well, but something you had to deal with was you had RNG on upgrading your gear in Summoners Wars. Alliance does not have that. It's just you pay money and you're guaranteed to get +1 level. But that event, the reason it was hated wasn't so much about the, using it to upgrade gear. Everyone was like, oh, sweet. Well, at least I have a use of the Power Stone, right? People hated that event because it was so RNG based. You had no guarantee of getting a Power Stone for whatever content you were running. So, some people would be able to complete the entire event in, 1,000 energy, and other people, it would take them 10,000 energy to complete the event. And what this ultimately led to was every time they would run the Power Stone event, there would always be a huge outcry in every forms of community. The in-game chat, all of the streamers would talk about it, the forums would blow up about it, but everyone would talk about the drop rates of Power Stones and did they nerf them, did they buff them, maybe there's a bug in the game right now and they're not really dropping like they should. And all this speculation, and anytime you have RNG in the game, speculation is going to run it amok. It's just, that's human nature, right? But what you don't want is you don't want that as part of your event, right? Because an event is supposed to be something fun, something that sort of accents the gameplay and makes the players enjoy your game more. And having that element of RNG that can screw you over or make you feel like you're getting screwed over, even if you might not be statistically, it just comes across that you are. And it's going to be very unpopular. And I bring this up because at about the 2-year mark, after Summoners Wars was released, I had played since basically release, they finally revamped the Power Stone event so that it no longer had a chance to drop. And what they did instead is they made it where you had, for every so much energy you spent, you were guaranteed to get a Power Stone. So you would go into like a menu, like this, and you would trade in, you'd say, okay, I've ran, 50 energy worth of content, give me 5 Power Stones or something like that. Everything else about the event stayed the same. The only thing that changed was they completely eliminated the drop of the Power Stones, the RNG aspect of it. It was a guaranteed set amount. A guaranteed reward, okay? And that's, last I played, that's how it was still running. For the last 7-8 months that I played the game, that's how the Power Stone event ended up working. And it got, no longer did people complain about it. There was nothing to complain about. There was no sense of, I'm getting screwed over. Instead, it was the sense of, I do something, I get rewarded. And I get bonus rewards on top of what I'm already getting, because that's what events are supposed to do, give you bonus awards. Now, let me also mention this. So that Power Stone event that I was talking about that was wildly hated, and so they revamped it to remove the RNG element. It also allowed you to run any content in the game. And that's another problem I have with these sort of elemental events, is it forces me into playing a specific subset of your game. I'm lucky enough to have 3 ships because I'm level 41 now. As soon as I hit level 40, I got that 3rd ship. But players that only have 2 ships, guess what? To do this event, you have 1 ship running one of 2 dungeons that you can do. There's 6 dungeons, but screw that. There's only 2 you can do for this entire week. Okay, realistically. And out of all this content over here you can do, there's only 2 zones you can do. You have to do one of these 2 green zones. And if you want to actually complete the event, unless you have a lot of gems saved up and you can just ham out the first few days, like I know a few players out there can do, you're going to be stuck the entire week running just those 2 zones. And it kind of sucks. You know, what if I want to see if I can push, you know, and finish Fire Glass created on Master? It's a waste of time right now, waste of energy. I need to complete the event. What if I want to try to find, you know, farm war tech equipment? Nope, that's a waste of a ship, it's a waste of keys, it's a waste of time. I need to be farming only things that give me leaves, these leaves, the magic and the spring leaves, that's it. Because until I complete the event, I don't know if RNG is going to allow me to complete it, so I have to stick with those elements until I have it completed. You know, and I really think sort of pigeonholing what content your players do like that. I know you're not forcing. I could go do that stuff if I wanted to, but it would be, you know, yeah, keeping myself from getting rewards. And I don't think that really, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's something that is beneficial to player experience in a game. You know, if you really like this idea of, you know, random drops, I would go back. Their very first event like this, I think it was called the Player Appreciation event. And in that event, you didn't have to run a specific element. You know, you could run anything you wanted to get the drops. You could run any dungeon you wanted to get the drops. The 6-star. So I have a lot of heroes that I want to work on, but guess what? I have to evolve a nature 6-star. So, you know, luckily I have a Blaine that I was planning on 6-starring anyways. But, for example, in the previous event, the fire event, I really wanted to focus on either on one of my tanks, but instead I had to 6-star a fire guy, and this was the best choice I had. It's not a bad choice, and I would have 6-starred him eventually, but I had to go ahead and do it to get credit for the event. When idealistically, that is not the order of 6-stars that I would have done from a, you know, I only have 3 6-stars now, you know, I probably would have done Otto sooner. I would have definitely done Dwayne by now. But every other week, you know, I'm kind of pigeonholed into what I can work on and what I can run. So I would say, you know, if you want to keep this sort of theme where you get stuff, and honestly, I would get away from the RNG aspect. You know, I would say, you know, make it more objective based. So you do content in the game, like you spend so much energy, you spend so many keys, do arena fights, you know, fuse any heroes to 3-star, like when you meet certain objectives, sort of like the daily quests that you have. You can have like a new set of daily quests that whenever you turn them in, they give you, you know, some currency. And once you get certain landmarks of that currency, then, you know, now you're hitting these landmarks objectives, the same way that collecting leaves gives you a landmark objective. Take the RNG aspect out of it, and you can even have bonus objectives for the elite players, the players that sort of, you know, skyrocket and go above and beyond everyone else. You know, you have some sort of off-the-wall achievement like, you know, 10,000 energy or something like that, you know, I mean, I don't know, I'm just, again, you know, sort of armchair developer here. But yeah, I think having the main event revolve around RNG and revolve around restricting what you can do as a player, in my opinion, it takes away from the gameplay. It takes away from the joy that, you know, you get to have when you're actually playing. That's what games are supposed to be about, having fun. They're not supposed to be about work. They're not supposed to be about, you know, getting lucky. They're supposed to be about having fun. Like, I would love to get lucky and pull in that 5, but I don't play this game to pull in that 5. So I play this game because I enjoy the dynamics of building teams and stuff. You know, that's what it should be about. Anyways, what happened here? Oh, hey. Chan went ham on leveling up our alliance. Awesome. I hate this white on white. I can't see what I'm typing. Hopefully I spelled the guy's name right. Yeah, I did. I can type in the dark. Alright. So anyways, that's my rant about events. You know, I try to take RNG out of it. And try to make it where it doesn't restrict what you do as a player. That would be the 2 things that happen. And also, I hope that, you know, the devs that are watching this, I hope you guys have made this in a way that there can be more events introduced to the game itself. Because I'm not gonna lie, going from hero event to, you know, nature event, hero event, fire event, hero event, water event, every other week, it gets a little repetitive. When it first started, it was, I think the events lasted 2 weeks, and then you guys cut them down to 1 week. It's like, eating Taco Bell and Pizza Hut every 2 nights, and you say, well, I'm tired of Taco Bell, so you cut it down to every one night instead. I mean, it's it doesn't really make that much sense to me. So the game's still new. There's still Alliance Wars and whatever tournaments are going to be. That'll be interesting to see what tournaments are going to be. But these are still coming soon. So I know you guys probably got a lot of new plates and stuff. But I really hope the framework is there to have more types of events in the future. I mean, I like to compare games like this to gambling all the time. And I would say that look at scratch off cards. Every scratch off, you play it exactly the same. All you do is you scratch off a piece of paper. Yet there's millions of different scratch off lottery cards out there that each have their own little flair and stuff. And that's what a game needs. It needs something that can adjust to give it its own little flair, and that's what events are. Let's see. What's Jay Windu saying? Jay Windu, are you bad? By the way, talking about bad from our alliance. I know he's someone from our alliance. They have different Twitch names versus alliance names. I need like a spreadsheet where I like match them together. But yeah, he's saying that he has multiple sets. I mean, you guys can see the Twitch chat on the side, but yeah, see, that's an example of someone getting screwed over by RNG just for trying to complete the event. It's not fun, and that's what it needs to be. It needs to be fun. Cool. Okay, I figured that was the same thing you were saying in chat earlier, so I was like, I bet that's not. But yeah, I agree 100% with you. And again, there's a reason why Summoners Wars completely changed their Power Up Stone event after 2 years because of the negative feedback they would consistently get. So just throwing that out there. Ball's in your court. Obviously, changes can't come overnight. I'm a developer too. I don't develop games. I do other software, but I know you can't just snap your fingers and code stuff. So I understand probably more than most players would the time and energy it takes to really develop stuff. I just want to throw my feedback out there. But anyways, let's see. Yeah, talking about, I mentioned the lottery thing. Yeah, anytime you play like at a casino or lottery, so if you're winning real money, when you play in a game, you're winning enjoyment. So when you put money into Summoners Wars, all you should expect out is entertainment. And that's it. Cause it's a game. It's not poker in Vegas. All you can really do is do that. Why does your shop always have notifications? Yeah. My shop always has notifications because of the medium starter pack, or the starter pack 2. I bought starter pack 1, which is $5. Okay, because the game was fun. So I was like, hey, I'll throw $5 in. That's why I'm VIP 1. But I have yet to buy a starter pack 2. Maybe eventually one day, if people donate on Twitch or if I enjoy the game enough, I'll buy a starter pack 2. But they added in this like a few patches ago where it always has a 1 on it unless I buy it. This is very annoying. I know about it. I know it's there. If you can make it go away once I click on this and acknowledge that, hey, look, I'm viewing your special promotion, that 1 should go away now. And it should no longer appear on my shop. That would be cool. But until they do that, I'm always going to have that 1 over my shop. So that's why. But hey, thanks, Max. I think there's an extra C in there. We'll find out. I deleted the X, not the C. Max, you know I'm talking to you. There's no one named Max, so we're good. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Any investment should yield enjoyment. That's what games are all about, Anyways, alright, cool. Well, I think that sort of sums up my rant about the the events in general. It would also be cool to have some events. If you want to put here's a great example of RNG in an event, right? Say you have an event where you do some goal, okay? You win 3 arena fights, and in return for winning 3 arena fights, some character gives you a surprise, right? A present. You open up the present and it has a random reward in it. That random reward can be extra energy, it can be a key, it can be some gems, it might even be a hero core, an epic hero core, or something like that. You know, it can be a wide range of things, and that's decided by RNG. I think that would be a perfect implementation of RNG in an event. Because no matter what, you're getting a reward, so you're not getting screwed out of something, you know, and you have a chance to get something like a new pool, or you just have a chance to get energy, which I would love just to get energy. I am running really low on energy. I actually started this event around 1,000 energy, plus the 100 that I got from the event so far. I'm down to 400, so, you know, I've dumped a lot of energy into this event so far, mainly because I'm trying to also 6-star Flame, so I'd probably spend this energy anyways. But it, you know, okay, here, we look here, I have an Otto as my farmer for Veld. Otto is not he can do it. He's my only guy that can do it. I tried doing it with my 5-star Petra, and he couldn't cut it. So I dumped some gear and some money or gold into Otto to get him up to the point where he could. Like the day before the event, I finally got him to the point where he could. Look at that. There's RNG for you. See, bad? I feel you, man. I finally got Otto to the point where he could farm this. But the thing is Otto can farm the other events, like so much, or not events, the other zones a lot more efficiently, a lot faster and more reliably, because he's weak to nature. So if I could farm some of the other stuff instead of being pigeonholed in, that would be great. Oh, that's great. My internet's fine. I wonder if their game server went down. I know the past few weeks they've had some on and off issues with their login server. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's loading just fine. Alright, that was just a weird fluke. Let's see, I'll use some of the energy that I got from the purchases. All I gotta say is thank God people in my alliance make purchases, because if they didn't, which it's gone down a lot. It used to be every morning I would wake up with like a full inbox worth of stuff from purchases, which was awesome. You know, but not anymore. And I think this morning there was maybe one purchase that had gone through, and it was like a smaller purchase, which I mean, as a free player, I can't really complain. You know, but so there has been a significant drop in the investment people in my alliance are putting into the game. You know, a good reason for that is probably a lot of them have already pulled the heroes that they want, that they've kind of reached that ceiling, or they've burned out and they're like, I'm not spending any more money because my luck sucks. So they've gone one extreme or the other, and they're pretty much done spending absurd amounts of money. But as you know, without that extra energy that I get from these guys, these events are tough. I think I spelled it right this time. Yeah, I spelled it right. Alright, so I'm done ranting about events. I also made a post on Reddit talking about specifically how to improve this sort of reward system. You break it up into tiers, so you have like a beginner, intermediate, advanced, and master tier, and you push off some of these, like, you know, like 6-starring and summon, you know, 5 3-star nature heroes, because that's, you know, you have a 33% chance of getting a nature hero every time you open an epic core. So statistically, you should have to open 15 cores. No beginner player is going to do that. So having this down there where they can see just kind of sucks. You know, it's like taunting them, like, here's something you're never going to be able to do. Ha ha ha. But anyways, I think ultimately revamping the RNG element of it is a better improvement, even if you kept everything else the same. Okay, I'm gonna collect all my stuff here. So everything. Yes, this one has a socket for HP, so I'm keeping that one. No. Sell the rest. See, I don't want to. I'm just gonna throw a ship here. When I'm that low on a natural key regen, I don't like refilling because I feel like I'm wasting that time. You know, versus if I do this, whenever that hour is up, I'm going to have that free key. Whereas if I do it right now, this is going to reset at, I think it's an hour and a half is the full time for a key to regen. So I basically saved an hour, you know, slightly more time efficient if you don't waste time like that. But anyways, alright, enough of that boring talk. Let's go pull some monsters now. Let me look back at Fad's been talking over here in Twitch chat. Um, yeah, that sucks about the luck, man, and that's what I'm talking about. You know, with RNG based events, you're gonna have people that, and you know, you could take Bad for example and put him on a spectrum of all the people that play the event, and my bet is he's not even the lowest person. There's probably, you know, he might be in like the bottom 30%. There's probably people who are even lower than him. So, and you know, you're just going to have people that across the statistical spectrum are going to get screwed over by RNG. And there's nothing you can do because that's the nature of statistics and randomness. And to have, you know, being able to complete an event be based off of that kind of sucks. But anyways, the XP Wisp. So there's two different ones. There's the 225 XP Wisp, which have 3, and then there's, I can't see the past rewards, but there's a previous one that only has 1. So there's 2 different rewards for XP Wisp. This one does have 3. It used to have this combined into one box with the 3 underneath it, and they just today actually did a hot fix where they expanded it out. So I think to try to make it a little easier to understand. I haven't claimed it yet because I'm keeping slots in my barracks open. You know, as long as I can keep them in my inbox, I keep it in the inbox until it has to take up room in my barracks. But you know, I had to leave room open to do this stuff. But yeah, it should be 3, assuming that's not wrong. If you only got 1 on the 225, yeah, I'll do it. Let's see, I have, so it'll put me at 83, leaves me 12 open slots, and I only have 10 summons. Yeah, I can do it. Let's find out. So it's saying 3. Let me check my barracks and see if I got 3. Yeah, I got 3. So yeah, Bad, if you really did, if you ever encounter an error like that, from what I've seen, I haven't had to do it myself, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, if you report a bug like that, they'll fix it. They'll look over your account and, you know, try to compensate you for it, try to give you anything that's been missing. You know, it's still a new game, so there's going to be quirks and stuff like that, and I think they expect that, and they want you to submit a ticket, they want you to report things so they can get it worked out, and they'll also take care of you. I haven't heard any stories of people who've had wonky stuff happen, and then been like, they just ignored me afterwards. So yeah, if you only got 1, I would definitely just put in a ticket for them, and be like, hey, I completed the event, you know, and only got 1, can you check in, you know, and try to get my 2 wisps. Because honestly, wisps they're not a huge difference. I mean, these are 5-star wisps, so it'll be a nice little jump. Once I 6-star my Gwen, it'll probably jump up to about level 20 or something. But then if you look at the scale of how much XP you need to get them to 60, it's like, you know, a drop of water in a swimming pool. But anyways, let's do these core opens. Let's see if I can get some stream luck. Okay, my expectations are 3-star or better nature monsters. I don't think I'm gonna get. I only need 4 because I pulled 1 from doing like 200 regular cores. But yeah, so if I can get at least 3, which statistically I should get 3, ideally 4 nature guys, I'll be happy for these pulls. That's all I want. That's this blue. Come on, no, that's red. No, that's blue. Okay, let's calm down for a second. I need green. Quit giving me blue and red. Green. That's red. That's still red. You serious? I need all 3 of these, the 2 epic cores and the legendary core, to be green. And I still won't complete. I'll still need 1 more green hero, a green pull. I just went 9 epic cores with 0 nature monsters, and I have to pull 4 more, 5 total nature heroes that are 3-star or better for this event. RNG screwing you over. Like, this it took me over a week to save up those cores. You know, I mean, it's a blast. Let me tell you. See that right there, and I spent my gems so that I could use energy to farm the leaves so I don't have gems to do another 11 a pack. And even if I did, I could get screwed over again. And another tour. 0. 0 out of 11 on Nature Heroes. I already have a Tor. Tor's pretty good if you don't have him, by the way. He does a team attack. He's really good in Arena. And does pretty decent for just a water damage dealer if you need one. People really run him for Arena for his, you use a turn 1, team attack, your whole team goes, attacks random guys. But yeah, that's disappointing. I don't even care that I didn't get anything above what I should have. I got all 3 stars from the Epic Core. I got only a 4-star from the Legendary Core. I don't care about that. I care that I got 0 nature heroes. 0! Let's look at my quest progression. Oh, it didn't move! Evo Wisp. Never be mine. So, I'll just have to hopefully get lucky, maybe Sunday or Monday before the event ends, and I'll do a bunch of normal cores. I should get the free pack from doing the stream stuff on Friday. And I was hoping to save until Sunday stream, but I'm probably going to have to go ahead and pop that to see if I can just get those nature heroes. That's unfortunate. Anyways, okay, let's go have some fun now. By fun, I mean probably get my butt kicked in the arena. Alright, hey Blart. I wonder if Blart's watching. Let me ask him. I noticed a lot of people from my alliance are right around this 100 mark. I get to see them a lot. We have some up here at the top. Obviously, Death is up here. I think we got some more. I know, like Z should be up here. Z Priest. Yeah, there's Z Priest. And there's Chan too. So we got a few people up here in the top 20 or so, but the bulk of us are around this rank. Which honestly, there was a lot of people that were more competitive earlier on that have since dropped off, so. Yeah, I don't think he's watching, so I'm gonna skip him because I know I'm gonna lose to him. Unless he has good gear. Now, you know what, it's balls to the wall stream. Let's just do it. I'm gonna lose, but I don't care. Whatever. Maybe RNG will come back to my side. So he's running 1 heal, 3 DPS. He's got a Fire Warlord, which is sick. I forget this guy's name, Murmur, who's sick. He's got a lot of good guys here, and then of course he's got double sleep. God, see, I'm tempted to, say, let me pull out my Pyrus. Where is he? Right here. Because he can do immunity, which I kind of need immunity for the sleeps. I need immunity for Murmur and all that stuff. But if the Fire Warlord targets him, it's just game over. I mean, I could do this and just try to outlast him. Like, I think that would be, honestly, my best bet. Well, actually, do I need my Eos? Because, she's there to cleanse and to speed up my team. She has a speed bar buff on her A3, and she has a cleanse on her A2. But if I'm using Silas to do immunity, do I really need cleanse? Yeah, speed bar is also nice. I mean, I could go like a better healer. Could go something like this. Throw some sleep back on him. Actually, yeah, let me try this. I'm gonna throw some sleep back on him. I think our kill targets are probably gonna be if we can take out his healer first, and we can sustain, then we win. If we can't sustain from his 3 DPS, then we lose. So let's find out what happens. I predict I'm gonna lose, but I've been wrong. I was wrong with the summons when I predicted I would get 3 nature heroes. Let's see, did blood show up? Yeah, oh man. Uh-oh. Yeah, he just deleted my Petra. Gone. Never even existed. That's not good. That means he's gonna delete my Pyrus next. He's so buff. Oh man, this ain't going good. Yeah, I need a maybe. See, that's what happened. Even though I have my Silas built on double speed, his I forget what this guy's called, but his rocker with the AoE sleep went first and slept my guys. That's what happened. So they were all asleep and got beat up. Alright, you take a sleep. Yeah, we can hit this guy. He doesn't have a cleanse. He has a heal, but no cleanse, so they're still asleep. I can still out-sustain this if he doesn't delete my Pyrus. Yeah, that was close. There's Silas. I think his name might be... No, the fire one's name is Pyrus. That's right. Come on. Alright, see, he's gonna get wrecked here. Oh! Oh! I was about to say it worked out because he used his buff, and then he had enough speed to get to go again before my guy went. So he's running this guy on probably, you know, super crit with double speed. I figured I was gonna lose. This isn't a surprise. Just looking at his team composition, I don't have anything that's geared in 6-star to actually counter that. I have the heroes, I just don't have them, you know, evolved up. What I would use to counter that is the same exact team except 6-star so that they could take the hits. If, like, you know, honestly, if my Petra was 6-star and had good enough equipment so he could have survived the Warlord's damage, I would have been fine there. Because he targeted my Warlord first, and all I had to do was take out his healer, which I was doing. I would have had his healer down, but don't have the gear or the evolution to actually sustain that. So he's got a tanky team. This is no damage, all tank. It's gonna be a boring. I'm gonna skip it just because it's gonna be a boring fight. It's gonna be who's gonna win the enrage. Oh man, this is gonna be annoying. Should I do it? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Use one of my standard arena team. They're all gonna target, you know, my Petra, since they're fire, except for this guy. Luckily, my mage has a little bit of HP on him, so let's see how he's built his war mech. Counterattack and armor. And he has block and aim, so it's kind of a, yeah, 56% aim. It's kind of a, I'm going to counterattack stun you build. That being said, I'm going to go, I can't go, if I go Silas, then his guys are probably going to attack my guys. I thought this was a fire unit a second ago. Did it just change? I'll have to go back and watch that. Anyways, yeah, well, let's see what happens. This one, that war mech's gonna be annoying. They have 3 turn taunt on a 1-turn cooldown, and I'm assuming his is skill. Why would you not skill up a 5-star? So yeah, I'm gonna assume it's skilled up. So I'm gonna rely on the AoE from my mage to try to, you know, kill his DPS, which I guess he only has the fire, the dragon DPS now. I could have swore he had 2 DPS. So if I can target something, it's gonna be his healer here. Ooh, ouch! That dragon did a lot of damage. Okay, bye Petra. Oh no! I only needed to hit him one more time. Now he's gonna heal. And now I'm gonna get stunned all day. Ow! Holy crap! Yeah, well, this is GG. I mean, I slept his tank. That's good. I'm not gonna be able to kill that guy. I should have looked. I wonder if I could have one-shot his dragon with my fire mage to start it off with. If his dragon was built pure damage, no HP, no nothing to help him survive, I might have been able to just snipe him off. I didn't check his gear though. I assumed he was built more utility like I typically see him around this ranking arena. Alright, so we're 0 for 2. Which I expected the first loss. That one, I thought I had a chance. Nope, no chance. Alright, let's be a little more selective. If any of you guys pull an Anat, she's really good. Very annoying, but I think I can do this one. Let's see, so it's built super crit, but you know, the only damage he has comes off of the crit multiplier. Hey, he's got some block on him. Interesting. So basically, this setup, if I can take down his battle mage, I win. It's going to be annoying because Anat has some really good heals. But, and she has a cleanse too. We'll see. These are very similar teams. In fact, the only thing that's different in our team is who we're using as a healer. He's using a Nat, whereas I'm using whatever her name is. I can't. Hyacinth, the Dark Fairy. I like, you know, Dark Fairy is going to provide some utility with the sleep. He has the better healer. I have the better sort of crowd control. Let's see who wins that. And let's see who has better gear. That's a lot of that's going to come down to it. Also, that's not really fair. You know, AI is playing his team. I'm manually controlling my team, so. There's that speedy ass. I'm gonna save that. It's almost like fighting a mirror. Nice, Fire Mage is gonna do an AoE next turn, which is gonna suck. Ha! Or he's gonna be asleep. Which means I get to do my AoE. Well, do I want to do the AoE? If I don't want to wake up, do I want to wake up his Petra? Yeah, his Petra is gonna heal if I wake up the Petra, so AoE. Oh wow, I actually might be able to take down. Huh. I know I said I was gonna take down his mage first, but his Anat took ridiculous. I did super critter and I didn't super crit the mage. So actually that's kind of good. I should still go on the mage. Because now his Anat is going to waste a heal on herself, which is kind of what I wanted to do. Yep, so there she goes. Now, hopefully I can nuke down the mage. Still no super crit. I guess his mage is built a little more tanky. Oh, come on. Let me go, let me go. Done. Alright, good deal. Now we take down the healer. And that might kill my mage. Oh! No, it did not. Let's actually do... I could sleep, but I would rather put some extra heals on my guy, so that's why I decided to do that. Yeah, the Dark Fairy heals every time she attacks. There's only 2 guys left, so her AoE is going to hit twice, versus her skill 1 hits 3 times. And I have it where she can hit multiple times, even though that would happen anyways. But yeah, that's why I didn't go with the sleep. And now that I got some taunts up and everything, try to sleep this Petra. Yeah, got to sleep Petra. I already got this one now, I can just play, honestly. Even if my Battle Mage died at this point, I would still win, just because I have a healer and he doesn't. Yay! 1 out of 3? 1 out of 3? That's been my luck today. Granted, I probably would have skipped both those first guys. I had to attack, you know, Blart, wasn't it? I think so. Let me look back. I think it was Blart. Yeah, I had to attack Blart, because, you know, he's in my lines. Now he can go back and watch it and be like, haha, gotcha. Let's see if I got any. I'm gonna go back to my phone. On my phone, I was having like 2 to 3 battles, we're dropping leaves. I switched to BlueStacks, and suddenly I'm getting one out of 18 drop. Yeah, Bad would agree with me. Yeah, that's about right. It's RNG. See, this event, the event is not fun. I will say this though, the rewards are really good. The rewards that you get for this, the final rewards. So this is typical. The amount of gems they give you, the amount of pools they give you, the 4-star Evo Wisp, and the skill Wisp. That was typical for most events of Summoner's Wars. I never saw Summoner's Wars give you a legendary core. So this has slightly better rewards to it than any of the events I saw in Summoner's Wars. That being said, I would argue Summoner's Wars TOA was better than the Path of the Ancients, but that's a whole nother stream where we can talk about that if we wanted to. Path of the Ancients needs to be expanded. It needs to have more rewards expanded across more stages, so that the skill curve isn't like, boom, you hit a wall. It's more a slow, gradual coast. You can feel like you make progression. I've been stuck on the same thing for 2 weeks now. I've been stuck on the same stage, stage 14. And I tried it Sunday, Sean. I'm going to try it today, because honestly, the only difference is a little bit of gear, and I'm working, and I have auto 6-star, and auto's not going to really help me on this stage. So, yeah, I know I'm not going to have any progression on that, but progression in Path of the Ancients takes a while. Like, one stage per month progression is kind of ridiculous, I mean, you want people to feel like they're advancing in the game. I would like to see this spread across more stages so that you could see more advancement. And that's really, it's just difficulty crunch. Anyways, so I'm still on double XP. I need to get stuff going in this XP zone. Don't have any energy, so to the shop. Alright, well, I'll ask the people watching on stream if there's anything specifically you want to see, or I can just go do more arena. You guys can laugh at me a little bit more. And then I'll probably call it here in a little bit. Yeah, I'll do this. See, Bad is saying he's using BlueStacks too, and I just said I need to go back to my phone, so I was having better luck on my phone than on BlueStacks. Well, now me and Bad can get together and say, maybe it's BlueStacks. Maybe if you play on BlueStacks, you have a lower drop rate than people who play on a mobile device. It's complete bull, but that's what RNG-based stuff does. You get these conspiracy theories that are very easy to string together in a semi-logical way, even though it's complete bull. But yeah, you don't want your player base to have that sort of mentality. Same thing happens with summons, but trade secret. I'll let that one go. All right, let's see. How long do I have? 34 minutes on my arena token. Nah. Do I have a smaller pack? Yeah, I have a 3-pack. Look at that one. I need one more win. No, it's another guy with the water war mech. I really dislike the war mechs. I have no counter for them. You have to either remove their buffs, remove their taunt, or this one at least doesn't have aim, so he's not stunned. Like, he doesn't stun you as much on counterattack, but he's gonna heal himself. I mean, I could try to outlast him. Do something. I even need. I mean, I could try to do this. Nah, I'm just gonna skip it. So, when did everyone get with a cryo? When did everyone get a cryo? I missed that. Was I giving them out in the corner? Hey, look, a mirror match. All right, cool. Let's mirror it. These are always fun. I do like that they put this in the arena. It's fun to fight yourself and you get to test your own defense. I would like to see that, even if they, I know, I think in my last stream I talked a little bit about the arena and how it needs to be revamped or whatever. No matter what you do, keep the mirror matching as a small chance to get. I think it's a really cool concept. I'm a fan of that. The legendary core 5-star drop rate is 0. Hey, that's what it is for me too. It's a conspiracy. We have it. If we add our drop rates together, we can 100% confirm legendary cores do not drop in F5s. If you just look at me and Bab's sample size, see? Alright, I know this is my team. I'm gonna tell you guys how to fight my team. Defenses don't matter, so it doesn't matter. Here, you guys can farm me in arena. All you have to do is take out my battle mage and you win. And he's actually not built that tanky. He only has 1 HP slot here, so he's built to hit hard because I needed a fire damage dealer. I needed him more for raw damage than for dots, even though he does do both because he has some aim on him. But yeah, he doesn't have like double HP or HP armor or anything like that. Oh wow, I triple blocked it. Alright, and this guy's 0 blocked it. I'm gonna wake up Blaine because Blaine's gonna transfer that buff onto me. I don't want to sleep my guys. Yeah, whatever, I'll wake her up. Oh, look at that, almost got it. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I take out the healer, and then honestly I can auto at this point. Just focus the dark pixie, or not pixie, fairy. Another thing about Path of the Ancients versus TOA, which is Summoner's War's version of it, I can complete, or the first time that players typically complete TOA in Summoner's Wars, they're using like Nat 2s and Nat 3 based teams. I would challenge anyone, any of the top players or any dev or anyone, to see how far you can get in Path of the Ancients using only Nat 3s and below. There's an interesting challenge for you. I'll take on the challenge myself, but it'll take me about 2 years to get up the heroes to be able to do that. I'm not prioritizing gimmicky teams at the moment, so. Yeah, Bad, I know that. You actually are a paying player. I think you're a VIP 8, right? So he's put in some money into the game, and still has had pretty bad RNG for the money he's put in, I would argue. But I'm just saying that anything that involves RNG, where the statistics aren't exposed to the user, is gonna open the door for all kinds of crazy conspiracy theories. I saw in Summoner's Wars, the funniest one was people swore by a time gate. So you would have people with stopwatches where they would summon, and then whenever they would get like a certain pool, they would like hit a stopwatch and say for every so many seconds after that, that's my pool window, and that's whenever I'm going to do all my future pools, because it'll increase my chances of getting a Nat 5 if I do it within the specific window that's set for my account. It lasted for like a good 3 months before it just kind of faded into whatever realm conspiracies and ended up dying in, but it's just funny. Oh, I got my bounty. Should claim that. We'll keep going. What do we got here? Let's see, is this guy built for damage? Oh, those are good stats. 5k HP and 1,000 attack. He's got it built, what's it called? Witchblade, or whatever the Witchstone, I think. The one where his debuffs can crit. So, if you look at his debuffs, I think he has like sleep and stuff like that. So we need to prevent his debuffs, and I'm betting he's fast. No, he's not fast. 3-turn cooldown. So it means on his second turn, he's going to use that ability. Or third turn. So I need to use my immunity on the second turn. If I do that, it should be good. I kill off his gnat first, and then I kill off his water dragon. Let's see if this works. No nat 5s versus the water dragon. Nothing but loading screens. Alright. Oh, there's a ancient rift that just popped up. Sweet. I'm not gonna use it yet, because I know that he has that initial cooldown he has to go through, so. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be killing first. Killing that. Ooh, a crit, but no super crit. Alright, there's the haste buff. Ow. Luckily I got heals and stuff coming. There's the taunt. Let's go ahead and shield, because he's about to do an AoE that's probably going to hurt. I probably don't need to use his heal yet, because I have the shield from Petra. I thought his AoE was going to be up. Oh, I guess one more. One more turn, then his AoE is going to go off. Hopefully, I think... Yeah, okay. See, there we go. No sleep. I'm good. Now I can go up. Planning. This is why I play the game, the strategic element of it. It's fun. I'm gonna get screwed in the event, but at least I can still have some fun, right? Oh man, maybe not. This and that is going down slow. Okay, at least he's stunned. Oh, crit. No. I have to use this for the heal. Alright, and I gotta hope he doesn't kill me with this. Ah, I need my taunt to be up. No. His dragon's gonna kill my DPS. Like so. Like so. Alright, so now I just gotta hope I can make it to the enrage. And then I sort of stick with the same strategy during enrage. He still has taunt up, yeah. Oh wow, his map must not be skilled up. She should have had her heal up, but it didn't matter because now she's gonna heal all the way up. I got a 2-turn sleep. Well then. I think that about does it. Man, I cannot super good at that to save my life. I ain't gonna be able to kill anything. Well, I think that about sums up my night, so I'm gonna leave it on that note. Leave it salty. I still can't believe I got 0 nature heroes. Let's see, when is my guy getting off? 2 hours? 22 minutes. In 22 minutes, I'll send that ship over there. Anyways, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching on Twitch Video On Demand. If you're watching on YouTube, if you could subscribe, that'd be great. I need 100 subscribers to get a custom URL, so it's not some YouTube / random string of stuff. Yeah, everyone have a good night.